Hey, welcome back to Dawn Investments. We're heading into the second week of October, and just wanted to, give you guys heads up with a few affordable stocks that everyone can possibly invest in. Let me just edit this little. But yeah, I'll give 7 stocks headed up for this week that are possible breakout stocks that you guys may want to do your own research on. Before I get into it, I just want to say, all these stocks are just my opinion after analyzing the charts and the news. You should definitely do your own research and definitely analyze the charts day of or when you plan on trading it, because anything could change with this, and I might not even trade some of these myself. But for right now, they look like good deals, and I'm going to definitely be watching them throughout the week. The first one I want to go over is Plug, Plug. Right now it's trading at $2.97, and it's been trending upwards since early this week, Monday. This climb started when one of the chairmen bought around almost 500,000 shares of the company. With that news, other people got excited, got into the trade, and bought in more. There's people increasing, like with news here. People are this guy Craig Hallam is putting up a price target, lifts price target to $4. With news like that, stocks usually rise. But I've been trading this for a while, and there's usually a big resistance around $3. So if you guys plan on getting into this, I would wait for a pullback, or like I'm doing, set an alarm at 3, and just don't jump in. Actually, like, wait for it to climb above $3 significantly, like maybe like 306 or like towards there, some upward momentum, or wait for a pullback to maybe right here, like it's at 297, maybe I don't know, or maybe like 275. Create an alert there too. This is a risky trade, but if it keeps trending upwards like it's been, it's something that can really help your portfolio. The next one I want to get into is SPHS. This stock has a very specific chart. I'll go to 180 days. As you can see, it was trending down for a while. As you can see here, it was trending down for a while, all the way down to around 175, like 180, around that area. Then it stopped, hit a support, 178, around there, and it's been trending up ever since. This stock in particular, it has news with its treatment on like prostate, and something going on with prostate, and ever since these past couple of days, it's been trending upwards, and it may carry over to this week. Its average volume is less than 1 million. It's actually 161,000. So you won't see a lot of validity in the day. So this may be something that you can kind of like manage, you won't be too stressed out trading this. But it definitely has a nice chart pattern going in, like overall, something that you may hold for a couple days, and a potential profit. It might hit up to around 270, I would say, for a potential profit of around, if you buy it around 234 or 235, even 240, get around there, and it starts to climb when you see it climbing up. Potential profit of around 12% if you hold it. I don't think it'll do that in one day, just because of the volume. It doesn't have that much, but the way it's looking, the way it's moving, I would say this is definitely possible. This 12% jump, maybe in like a couple days. I wouldn't hold it for longer than that, because this news can only last for so long, but definitely see it going up around 12%. The next stock I want to go into is TGB. Right now it's at 228. This is another one that's been trending upwards. It has a it has a support around 170, resistance around 230, and it's been trending upward for a couple of days. If you're looking at let's look at a 10-day. It started around last Friday, Thursday, and it's been going up ever since. So once it might break out of this area right here, it has a chance to shoot up and shoot up. It's bouncing off all the EMA lines, and it's good signs. But the price earning ratio, the PE, is a bit high compared to the market, but it has an average volume of 1.13 million. So because of that high PE, it might be overvalued. So I would just take that consideration if you consider holding this more than 1 or 2 days. Just because of that high PE, this price may drop to something. But with this trending upwards, I would say on Monday this could possibly go, get you a decent profit. This is something to look out for Monday. The next one is TTNP. This one, it was trending down for a while, like earlier. The SPHS is kind of similar to that. Hit a support around 150, 151 around here, and it consolidated for a while, and it started trending back up. The news that came out collaborated with another pharmaceutical company, and it's been trending up ever since. And its earnings recently came out, which is good. But if you read the earnings report, it wasn't that spectacular. So I think the news of the earnings plus the collaboration may be driving it up. But because the earnings weren't that spectacular, I don't think this run will last. So this is definitely something to trade in the short term as well. Not a long term hold. I wouldn't suggest that. But this could possibly break out for a gain. So I would, set some alerts. Resistance around here. Set some alerts. See if it breaks above, it's around there. Break around above 250. I would want to keep you alerted if that happens. I usually play pullbacks, but with this I would just want to see if it actually goes up, if it breaks out of this resistance. Next one is a popular one. All these next three are popular. The first one is LINU, which you guys may have known because it shot up this past week by a lot. This news came from they launched a trading platform, and ever since then it spiked up around more than 120%, which is pretty crazy. Looking at a regular chart, let's see. I'm gonna look it up. It spiked up, around 320. It's came down to a resistance of around 218, and it tried to go back up, and it came down. And then with here, it seems like the run is over, and usually I wouldn't even recommend looking into this. But with earnings coming out of Monday, if those earnings are good or bad, this stock is going to shoot up with the earnings. But then if it's bad, it's going to drop back down. So be very careful and make sure you understand what earnings are there. But yeah, earnings are coming out on Monday, so that can really play into this stock. And buying it here, if the earnings are good, you can possibly make a profit around 40%. And that's realistic, knowing this company's validity. It has a real high volume right now. Yeah, it's 39 million. So the volume isn't an issue. So yeah, definitely look into that. The next one is TEAR, tier. For this one, it has an interesting pattern too. I'm gonna go to the 4 hours. It went down and consolidated for a while, and it's been climbing up. It's climbing up right here. As you can see, it's been climbing up for quite some time. Not too long, maybe like a couple weeks. And this is just something that you should look into. It's starting to climb. if you look at the 10-day, it is about something potential to play. I would set an alert right like above. It's gonna definitely hit a resistance if it hits $2, but I would set an alert above 190, just catch it before it hits $2. But then I will also set an alert here. Just like at below, I would make it a little higher, like 165 at below. Just to be alerted if it bounces down here, because if it comes down here, this is a possible buy-in for you playing the pullback. And that might be a nice run. There's not really that much news on this. I'm just looking at straight chart patterns, and it's been running up. So if it comes down, I might get in, or if it breaks this, and I might not buy it here, just because that's just me. I don't take unnecessary risks. But if it breaks $2 and continues to climb, I'm gonna definitely think about getting in with this one. And it's PE, this price earnings, is also going up. It's been moving up every quarter. But that's definitely something to, from when it used to be negative, its earnings used to be negative, and it's been moving up every quarter. So that's definitely something to look into. The next one is something I've been holding for a while, which you guys also may know, XXII. This has been a popular one. It's a marijuana stock. It recently had a clinical trial that to help smokers quit. I bought it around $2, sold it at $2.40, and I rebought it around $2.70, around those lines, like around here, as you can see, like $2.70. And I've been holding it ever since. It went up to $3.85, and it's come down. And as you can see, I have a lot of alerts set up. I just want to make sure, I'm always aware of what's going on with this stock. But I'm holding this for the long term. I sold half my position, and I might buy more every pullback. But that's just me. I like this stock. It's doing a lot of things that not a lot of companies are doing right now. But if you're getting into this, expect validity, because the FDA hasn't mandated all of its experiments and its trials and stuff. So just know that this thing isn't guaranteed, but once the FDA mandates it, if it does mandate it, this thing could shoot up quite a bit. So if you're looking at something long term that's not that expensive right now, XXII, I would definitely recommend. And that was 7, but I can give you guys one more as a little boost. This one, I bought this a little early too, and I've been holding it. It shot up. It has good news. As you can see, like clear leader, it had a nice price target of $4. That really made it shoot up. And and with that clear leader, it's doing stuff with fuel cell applications that not a lot of its competitors are doing. So this is something I would recommend holding for a while. But if anything, it's been consolidating for like 2 days, so it could drop. And I have an alert set for that, but I've been holding it, and I might sell half my position. I bought it around here, 180, 183, 184, and I've been holding it for a while, but I feel like it still has potential to go up. It's up 72% this quarter, and because it's doing more than its competitors, I think this might be a good swing trade. But yeah, that was actually 8 instead of 7. Sorry about that. Hope you guys got some ideas from this list. Make sure you really do your own research before investing in it. Don't invest in something that off of someone else's word, or stock tweets or anything like that, because you never know what can happen. These are just things I suggest you keep in your watch list, because you never know what can happen. Just keep these in mind. Throughout the week, other things will pop up on my scanners, and I'll be sure to update you guys with that. If you have any questions or have any stocks that you want me to analyze, put in the comments, and I'll be sure to respond to you in the comments as quickly as possible. Well, yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe and like.